Hi friends, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you how I actually use all my planners and journals. So let's go ahead and get started. I did speed this up because it is a 36-minute video without speeding it up, and you don't need to sit and watch me write through all of that slowly. I'm going to explain my process. I will say that this includes both weekly setup and my daily use. So I won't use my planner for 36 minutes every single day. It's about 20 minutes of setup once a week and then less than 20 minutes in my journals and my planners each day. This is my Catchall planner. I decorated it for National Sticker Week, and the way that I use this is putting in all our family's plans. So you can see I put in my daughter's pre-K class, I put in swim, I'm putting in when we have a house cleaner or appointments or meetings for preschool and so on and so forth. Sometimes I will put gratitude or to-do lists in here, but I've been putting more to-do lists over on my daily goal setting sheets now that I'm using those. So I tend to do less to-dos in here unless I just have things that I want to do but not on specific days. This really is just an at-a-glance overview of the whole week, and then I keep this out on the counter to remind myself before going about the daily tasks so that I know what and when is coming up for the day. I keep the Catchall planner in my Franken planner, which is multiple planners all put together in one, so I use a classic Happy Planner size, and then I'm able to flip through just the pieces that I use pretty quickly. All right, so after that, I'll go ahead and fill out my week in review and week ahead page from the Daily Grind Planner. This is my daily goal setting planner. And so this again is a page that I set up once a week. And so I take a few moments to talk about how my week was, rate my week on a scale from 1 to 10, what goals I worked on the most, and what goals I'd like to work on in the coming week. I sometimes decorate this planner, but I sometimes don't because this one is super functional for me, so I decorate it when I have the time. But if it's a really busy week or things like that, I just use a little bit of highlighter and add some color to the page, and then I just go for it. So this week, 3 great things that happened were the Daily Grind Luxe launch was super fun. We had our family Christmas, and my sister was in town, so we had a lot of family stuff going on. And so then I wrote down some thoughts about the last week, which basically was that it was a really fun week, but I've had this cough and it really sucks because it just keeps coming back in the evenings and at night, and I'm just tired of it. So then I flipped through the past week in the planner to see what goals I had really worked on the most, and what they were YouTube, the Dream Life Blueprint from Daily Grind as well, and hydrating, because this cough, just really trying to hydrate well. So next week, what I really wanted to work on was decluttering, YouTube, Etsy, and taxes, because it's that time of year, right? By the way, all these things I talk about, all these brands that I'm using, I do have affiliate links down below, and some of them have codes to save you a percentage off a purchase. So if you're interested, make sure to check those out. I won't list them all right now. The top priorities for this week that I chose were decluttering, filming YouTube videos, starting my February bundle for my Etsy shop, prepping taxes, and staying hydrated. Now there is a little schedule down below, and since I use the weekly layout in the Happy Planner, I'm not going to write my schedule there, but instead what I do is select what days I might work on certain goals more than others. All right, since that is done and it's Monday morning when I'm filming this, I needed to go ahead and get started on my goals page for today, the daily sheet. So I did not decorate this one because, again, busy, but just writing out which tasks I'm going to do today. And by the way, those sections on the left are my top 10 goals for the whole month. And I actually wrote them out using a Canva template that I created and then printed them on sticker paper and cut them to size just in one big box and stuck it on there. So I have a Canva link down below. You can go get that if you use Daily Grind and want to be able to print them out down below. But it's really helped me save time by just putting these all down once for the whole month and not having to write them out. Just saves a lot of time. Anyways, going ahead and setting this up, going through the process, it probably takes me less than 5 minutes to fill out this page. Decorating, of course, always would take more time, but I don't always decorate. So you can see how just a super useful page is for me. I love being able to fill out a little bit of gratitude, put in some to-dos, put down the daily game plan on the right-hand side because that's also a good reminder. I check in with the weekly spread, write it down again so that I'm aware of what's going on. As a busy mom and small business owner, I just can be scatterbrained, and writing it down multiple times honestly helps me remember it and keep it in my head. I didn't used to have this problem, but after having 2 kids, I definitely have what they call mom brain. I think just because there's so much going on. All right, next up, filling out my self-care planner for the day. This is the new Take Care of You layout from the Happy Planner. I use that middle section for tasks, so like self-care type tasks. So I fill out what I'd like to do that day. And I never filled out Sundays because it was a busy day. So I went ahead and filled that out as well. I wrote in my mood and how I was feeling that day, wrote down the self-care tasks that I completed, and then did a little journaling down below. This layout has been really fun to jump into. I used the stress management layout all year last year and absolutely loved it, but I think this one might be even better for me. So, moving on, this isn't all the things brain dump list that I created, and I was taking a look at that, coming up with a few things that I needed to write down in my self-care, and then continuing on filling this out with that journaling section. Then next up, writing down a little more self-care on this week's weekly page, but the mood of the day and the little journaling section down below, I'll do at the end of the day or the morning after. Next up is my social media planner, which is a checklist layout happy planner, and I love how this spread looks. The way that I use it is write down my YouTube videos, write down any posts that I have for Instagram, and then in the checklist, instead of using it Monday through Sunday, like what I'm going to do on each day, I don't know what I'm going to do each day. I'm a stay-at-home mom. Days are wild. I write down in buckets. So like filming, things that I want to decorate without filming, things that I want to create for Etsy, emails that I need to send. So I have different buckets in those different columns, and then I can check them off as I can get to them. So anyways, here I am writing out the YouTube videos that I have and what I can think of off the top of my head that I've already decorated for this week. I'll fill in some more things as I have it because I'm sure I'll have more content than what I've written down. I also like to use these boxes if there's going to be any releases that either I want to promote or that I want to purchase from. I had a really full filming schedule in December because I wanted to do a video a day, and that was really fun, but I am slowing it down to 3 to 4 videos a week. It was too much to keep up with 2 young kids at home. I hope to increase it again at some point. My daughter does go to kindergarten next year, so maybe I'll be able to do something then, though I'll still have one at home with me. But just writing down all the plans that I can think of, and that will fill up, throughout the week. Next up, I'm filling out my trackers. These are from my Etsy shop. They're a printable. They come in mini, classic, and big happy planner sizes, though other sizes can be printed from the big size, at a percentage scale. And I did actually just start adding A5 and daily grind sizes, though this one doesn't have it. The next one will. I fill this out for the day before because that way my watch has an accurate count of my sleep and my steps for the day. And then I just go through and fill everything out. So I fill out my water tracker, my habit tracker, my mood tracker. This is my gratitude log. It's a really great way to check in with how I did. A lot of this is self-care related too, checking in on my sleep. Gratitude is a really great thing for self-care. And then my challenge this month is my nighttime routine. I've kind of gotten out of sync with my nighttime routine with the holidays and extra things going on. And I'm just really honing in on what my nighttime routine is and actually getting to bed without just scrolling on my phone. This is my self-care bingo. I did not complete anything yesterday for it as I was filling this out, so I ignored it. These I still need to all fill out at some point, but moving on, these are my year in pixel pages. I'm doing a meditation tracker, a workout tracker, an anxiety tracker. I have other yarn pixel things in my Etsy shop, but those are the 3 that I'm using. Just going through, have nothing to update on any of that. So moving on to the next thing, which is my Skinny Mini Happy Planner. This one is so cute and tiny. I just had to start using it when Happy Planner came back out with these. I'm using it for an affirmations journal. I can write down one really quick phrase every single day. Today's was I am productive. Next up are my guided journals, and I will say that I am not using these on a monthly basis. I am trying out 2 different guided journals to do some content and show you guys what I would use them for. This is my favorite guided journal. I'm not sure that I'll use it for more than 1 month at this point because I have a lot of other journals and planners, but I will be using it later in the year for sure. So this one is the updated version of the Hello Happy journal. I love it. I am just decorating it very slightly here and filling out the weekly section. And so this is something that you'd fill out once a week. Again, it took me only a few minutes. And there is also a daily section. I love this journal. It is great for beginners if you're not sure where to start with journaling. This is where I started before I got into creative journaling. So it's just a really fun way to answer some questions and think about the day and think about priorities and where you're going. And it's one of 2 guided journals that I'm trying out this month and hopefully going to make some kind of plan with me video or something on. I just haven't been able to get around to it yet. I'll definitely share some flip throughs or photos at the very least. Let me know your take on journaling. Do you like the guided journals? Do you like a creative journal? Do you just use like a diary format and no decoration? Or do you not journal? And is it something you haven't tried yet? Let me know. So my favorite thing to do on this page is to actually decorate those circles and make little scenes inside of them. I obviously was not doing that this time because I hadn't pre-decorated it, and I usually don't decorate and fill out my planner at the same time. I decorate as I have time and then fill out my planner all at once. All right, next up is the gratitude journal that I am trying out. I've really enjoyed it, but it's been harder to keep up with just because I do have a couple of different journals. I'm using the new Bridgerton sticker book, which is an Amazon exclusive, super cute, but just putting a few stickers in there, not too many, and filling out this weekly section that's on this journal. I think this is a great place to start if you're wanting to focus on gratitude, and it just helps you reset a little bit each day to give a moment to be thankful. Even on harder days, it's great for me to fill out and kind of reset my mind and think about the things that are going well or that I'm thankful for. Anyways, this week I'm looking forward to date night. My birthday's coming up this month, so thinking about all of those fun things. Having preschool again, winter break is over, and then upcoming collaborations. That sticker that I put up top, the Bridgerton house, I totally got that sideways, but I am just ignoring it and moving on so that we can move forward with this. Just a few stickers on the spread to bring some color in, but again, not a big decoration. I would decorate more if I was pre-decorating it. Then the daily gratitude sections in this have a morning and an evening, which is really cool. So I'm able to track my mood, which can be different in the morning and the evening, which I've never really thought about before until using this gratitude journal. So that's been pretty cool. So as I mentioned, all of these usually take about 15 to 20 minutes daily to fill out and 15 to 20 minutes of weekly setup once a week. The last thing that I have is my daily journal. It's a creative journal. I've already filled it out for today, so let me just show you really quick. I have a 1 line a day right here, and then I have some daily pages that I just kind of write about my day like a diary. Anyways, that's what I do. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Bye.